All right, let's get right into the PortalFuse Weekly Security Report. This one's for May 6, 2025.
Yep, got it here.
Our goal today is, well, to sift through it and pull out what's really critical for us, as Microsoft Intune administrators.
Agreed. Cut through the noise.
Yeah.
We're looking mainly at Microsoft Edge security updates and a couple of Windows known issues relevant for enterprise setups.
Sounds good. Let's start with Edge then. The report mentions several security updates.
Right, and it's important to remember most of these actually stem from the Chromium Open Source project. Edge is built on that after all.
Good point. And the upside seems to be one update fixes several of these CVEs mentioned.
That's right, save some effort. So the first few, CVE 2025-4096, CVE 2025-4052, and CVE 2025-4051. They all seem to be in the DevTools component.
DevTools, yeah. The developer tools built into the browser. Useful, but seems like a bit of a hotspot this week.
So 4096 is described as an inappropriate implementation. The report just says, well, potential exploitation.
Big, but okay. Then 40052 is insufficient data validation, again in DevTools. Same kind of risk, exploitation.
And the third one in that cluster, 40051, is out-of-bounds memory access. Still DevTools.
Okay, that one sounds a bit more serious. Out of bounds usually means potential for arbitrary code execution.
Exactly, in the context of the logged-in user. So yeah, that's the one with the highest potential impact of the three DevTools ones.
Interesting to see 3 vulnerabilities pop up in DevTools all at once.
It does make you wonder. Maybe more scrutiny there lately, or just active development cycles in Chromium. Either way, the key thing for us is the fix.
Right. And the report says updating Edge to version 136.0.324 E0.50 handles all 3.
Correct. That specific version, based on Chromium 136.77103.49, is the resolution for those DevTools issues. One patch, 3 CVEs down.
Efficient. Okay. What's next on the Edge list?
We have CVE 2025-4050. This one's a heap buffer overflow in HTML, so moving away from DevTools specifically, more into core HTML handling in Chromium.
Heap buffer overflows. Those are never good. Means writing data where it shouldn't go, potentially overwriting important stuff or enabling code execution.
Precisely. And the way this one works is, well, simply visiting a specially crafted web page. Classic browser vulnerability vector.
So drive-by potential. And the impact is, again, arbitrary code execution in the user's context.
That's what the report indicates.
Right.
Just highlights why browser security and memory safety are so critical.
And the fix, let me guess.
You got it. Same update. Microsoft Edge version 136.0.324 resolves this heap buffer overflow as well.
Okay, so that's 4 CVEs now, all tied to Chromium, all fixed by that single Edge update. Makes our job a bit easier on the patching side.
It definitely does. There is one more for Edge, though. CVE 2025-29825.
Ah, right. This one's different, isn't it? A Microsoft Edge-specific spoofing vulnerability.
Yeah, not directly from Chromium this time. It's rated low severity, CVSS score 6.5.
Low severity.
Okay.
And it's about UI misrepresentation, like making something look legitimate when it isn't.
Exactly. But it does need the user to do something. Specifically, clicking on a specially crafted URL. No click, no exploit.
User interaction required definitely lowers the immediate risk profile compared to the RCEs.
True, but spoofing can still be, part of a larger phishing or social engineering attack, make a fake login page look real, that sort of thing.
Fair point. Can't ignore it just because it's low severity. And the fix.
Still the same. Update to Microsoft Edge version 136.0.3240.50. So that covers all the Edge vulnerabilities listed in this week's report.
Okay, message received loud and clear on Edge. Get version 136.0.3240.50 rolled out. Period.
Pretty much sums it up.
All right, let's switch gears then. What about the Windows known issues? The report picked out a couple.
Yes. The first one involves Windows 11 version 24H2. But it's quite specific.
How so?
It only seems to affect Azure Virtual Desktop AVD environments, and specifically those using the App Attach feature.
App Attach, right, for delivering apps dynamically without installing them fully. We use that quite a bit, so what's the issue?
After upgrading the AVD session hosts to Windows 11 24H2, some App Attach applications might just fail to start. The error message is apparently element not found.
Element not found, okay. Does it affect all App Attach apps?
The report narrows it down further. It seems to be specifically when the applications are packaged using the CIMFS format, Composite Image File System.
Ah, CIMFS. Okay, that's a key detail. We use both CIMFS and VHDX for packaging.
Right, so if you're using VHDX, you might be okay. The issue seems tied to CIMFS on 111.24H2 within AVD.
Good to know the specifics. So if you're not on AVD or not on 24H2 yet or using VHDX, this isn't your problem right now.
Correct. And there is a workaround provided if you are affected.
Let me guess. Use VHDX instead.
Exactly. Use VHDX images instead of CIMFS for those attach applications, at least for now. Microsoft says the status is mitigated and they're working on a proper resolution.
Okay, makes sense. So monitor that if you're running Win11 24H2 and AVD with CIMFS app attach. Use VHDX as a workaround.
Got it.
What's the other Windows issue?
The second one affects Windows 10, version 22H2. It's about start menu jump lists.
Jump lists. Oh, you mean the right-click options on start menu items, like recent files?
Yeah, those. Apparently for some users, after installing updates released from late February onwards, those jump lists just stopped working for some apps.
Annoying. Who was affected?
The report mentions it primarily hit home users, Windows 10 Home and Pro editions mostly. It seems linked to a feature rollout for account control stuff in the start menu.
Okay, so maybe less of a direct enterprise impact, but still good to know about. Is it fixed?
Yes, the good news is this one is marked as resolved as of May 2nd.
How was it fixed? A KB update.
Actually, no specific KB mentioned for the fix itself. It was apparently a service-side change that Microsoft pushed out around April 25th. They paused the problematic feature rollout then, too.
Service-side fix. So machines need to be online to get it.
Correct. Needs an internet connection, and the report also recommends a reboot if someone is still experiencing the issue after that date. That should clear it up.
Okay, so for Windows 10 22H2, the jump list issue should be resolved for most users now. It just needs connectivity and maybe a reboot. Less urgent than the AVD one, perhaps.
Seems that way, yeah. The main action point on the Windows side is really being aware of that Windows 11 24H2 app attach issue in AVD if you use CIMFS.
Right. Keep an eye on it and use the VHDX workaround if needed.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's quickly summarize the key takeaways from this deep dive into the May 6th PortalFuse report.
Over it.
Number one priority. Get Microsoft Edge updated. Version 136.0.3240.50 is the target. It fixes all 5 CVEs. We talked about the DevTools ones, the Heap Overflow, and the Spoofing vulnerability.
Absolutely critical. One update, major risk reduction.
Then for Windows, if you run Azure Virtual Desktop and you're moving to Windows 11 24H2, be aware of that app attach issue with CIMFS packages. The workaround is using VHDX for now.
And monitor Microsoft's updates for a permanent fix on that one.
And finally, the Windows 10 22H2 Start Menu Jump List problem. Well, that should be resolved now via a service update. Just ensure affected machines get online and maybe give them a reboot if the problem persists.
Yep, that covers the main action points from this report.
So the big question for everyone listening is probably, how will these updates, especially the Edge one and these known issues, impact your current deployment schedules and, well, your management strategies moving forward? Something to think about.
Definitely worth considering how it fits into the patching cycle and user communication.